This is the #1 portable speaker on the planet, the Bang& Olufsen Level. It is a Wi-Fi speaker, it is a Bluetooth speaker, it's a speaker that you can connect with an AUX cable. It does basically everything. Now, why is it the best? Well, there are lots of good compact speakers out there. For example, the Bang& Olufsen Emerge, which I would argue is the best designed speaker that I've ever seen. There's the name, they have a little cube speaker that has a really awesome design, sounds excellent. The problem is that almost none of those really high caliber speakers are actually portable. They do not have any batteries. This one, it does. Now, I did some tests. I tested various speakers. I was actually planning to buy the Bang& Olufsen A5, which is their new speaker. It comes in dark oak. That's the version, the more premium version that I was going to buy. But when I ran tests, what I found was that the vocals in particular were not very clear on the A5. Everything was muddled for the sake of bass. So I even made numerous adjustments to try to downplay the bass, to try to make it more forward sounding. It just didn't sound right to me, the A5. And it's a cheaper speaker, so certainly there are some compromises there. But the level, no adjustments whatsoever, out of the box, sounds absolutely crystal clear, magical, tantalizing, I believe is the word they use in their marketing. And it's true. It's one of the best sounding speakers that I've ever heard. It's surprisingly small and it's very portable with a very long battery life. So you can take it, for example, to a hotel. You can play it in the car. I've done all of these things, which are absolutely stellar. Now, it's not a perfect speaker though. There are a few issues with it. So, one of the things is you have these command controls on the top. Now, I'm going to mention some of the downplays of the speaker, but overall, it's great. In fact, I just ordered a second one that I'll be picking up in about a week from now. Now, the problem with the controls at the top is you might be carrying it, you might be cleaning it, and what's going to happen is it's going to start playing, and you might randomly turn up the volume by mistake. One thing that I do prefer about Name is their user interface. So, for example, when you're using uh, the Name Cube speaker, there's a mechanical dial that you turn, kind of like you do with this H95 that I have. You just turn the dial here to increase or decrease the volume. But this is more of a touch panel. I mean, it's fine, it's acceptable. You also have this little Morse code thing to show you internet radio to change between those. You have the mute button for the microphone at the top. You have volume, plus and minus at the top. So the UI does give you a bit of trouble. I also have a bit of problems with connectivity, particularly when you first get the speaker. Now, if you're in an area with weak Wi-Fi, that's going to be a problem. Sometimes I have to turn the Wi-Fi on and off on my phone. Another thing with Bang& Olufsen is they tend to optimize for phones rather than for your laptop. So that could be an issue at times. In order to plug it in directly from the back, you just remove this little cover here, and then you'll get access to more ports there where you can plug in the AUX cable. Now, it also plays various rotations. So you can have it standing up like this, or you can have it level, flat like this, both of which play great. One thing is there's a momentary corrective period where it needs to recalibrate, so the music is not going to be continuous. I would say the other advantage of this is having stereo. So you actually have two speakers built into it, and you can see that when you remove the oak cover. Or if you have the cheaper model, generally cheaper, it's not always the cheapest model, but usually it is, the gray one with the gray wool on the front. So, what I would say is you really don't have much competition. If you want a portable, high caliber speaker, you're either going to go with some very cheap Bluetooth type speakers, or you're going to go with something that is a luxury speaker, which is the Bang& Olufsen level. I really don't know what else you would compare it to. Lots of great small speakers out there, but nothing compares to the portability of this stellar amazing sounding Bang& Olufsen speaker, the level.